our coffee is very strong, without any sweet with carbon. We will serve that after I explain about the coffee because it's a ceremony in our culture. So I explain about the coffee and after that we will serve. Today, it's very difficult to talk and tell about our culture and our tradition because more and more Bedouin go to the modern life and no Bedouin live like the past. You see Bedouin live in tents around here, the Nubdim and after Beersheba, but I'm very sorry that the Bedouin changed the transportation that the Bedouin have in the past, the camels, the horses. Today you see the Land Cruiser, the Magnum, a lot of things come to us and change. You see inside the tent TV, the Bedouin know the news in the world, but in the past, no one, just if the guests come to your tent and you can hear what happens in the other tribes around. Today in Israel, about 400,000 Bedouin live. You see 150,000 live in the north, in the Galilee. All of them live in houses. Here in the Negev, the majority, 250,000, you see 50% live in houses and the other 50% live in tents after, you know, the Nubdim here after the Dead Sea and after Beersheba. In the past, the Bedouin have two kinds of tents, one for the summer and one for the winter. The summer tent, the Bedouin women make and weave from the sheep wool. The sheep wool, you know, like cotton. Usually I build it in the mountain in a high place. So when I open the sides, I have a fresh air in my tent. The winter tent, it's very special. Also the women make it from the hair of the black goats, as we know. You know the hair of the black goats have some oil in it, some fat. So when I have rain, all the fat go up and they take the water outside. Every guest, when you come to us, you come from the east-north side. This is the entrance. The guests usually come from this side and wait. We cup 3 times. No intercom, no door in the tent. So the guest cupping 3 times and wait. Now I have to go out to welcome him. So I go out, I shake his hand, I kiss him in the cheek 3 times, and I tell him in Arabic, Ahlan wa sahlan. You know this is welcome. When the guests come inside the tent, I'm the host. Usually I look to the guest shoes. Not to know if you have Nike or a New Balance or Adidas. The Bedouin look to your shoes because I want to know if you have time or not. In our tradition, if the guest take his shoes off when he come inside the tent, the meaning you have time, you can stay in my tent more than 3 hours up to 3 days. I have to offer you 2 dinners meat in a day. The 2 dinners meat, usually, it's not a schnitzel or a McDonald's or a beef. I give you the expensive food that I have. It's called in Arabic mansaf. This is bread, rice, and meat of lamb. If the guest come with his shoes, he tell us, I'm a hurry guest, I'm just coming to drink coffee, tea, to restaurant. Please, Khaled, let me go. I will let him go, but after I ask him if you have a few minutes, I will give him the Bedouin fast food. Usually this is the milky food. And he will eat and he will go on his way. I tell you that I have to make the coffee in front of the guest eyes. It's not like Starbucks coffee, Walla Aroma, or you know, elite company in Israel. That you make 2 months or 3 months before. In our tradition, you have to make it fresh, and usually the coffee, the green, come from Yemen and from Ethiopia to the Bedouin market, today from Brazil, Colombia. After I make the coffee in front of the guest's eyes in the fire. It's about 10 minutes. In this instrument, it's called in Arabic mihmase. After I roast it in the fire, I have to crush it. So when I crush the coffee, Today the Bedouin, some of us have the electricity machine, but in the past this is called in Hebrew Machtesh Beili. In Arabic it's called Al-Azzam. You know, in Arabic Al-Azzam, the inviter. I invite who? When I crush the coffee, I make music. My tribe hear the music and know that I have guests in the table. So I will show you.
Кто? Не, валялся просто. Нет, валялась пола. Иголку надо?
Такая необычная.
Okay, please. You know, in our tradition, you have to make the music because your tribe hear that and know that you have guests now in the tent. So this is the meaning. You call your tribe to come to help you to make the hospitality. So usually, this is like the horse racing. But if you have experience, you can make more than one, and I will show you. Our coffee. Our coffee, bitter, strong, with cardamom. Usually the Bedouins serve in small cups. It's called finjan. You see here? This is the small cup. I give my guest just 2 zips in the cup. This is for the welcome guest. I want my guest to drink, if he can, up to 3 cups of coffee. You know, every cup have name and meaning in our tradition. Please. The first cup, it's called in Arabic Latif. You know, this is for the guest. The second cup, it's called in Arabic Lassaif. You know, this is the sword. You are in my defense. I will defend you in my sword if I have. The third cup, it's called Lalkef. You know, this is for fun, for pleasure. When you finish the first cup, if you want more, you just put your hand. If you don't, you shake your hand. Just if you have a Parkinson, you know it's a problem to know. After the third cup, you have to shake your hand because no more coffee will serve, just up to 3. In our tradition, if the guest see that his cup is full, he have to leave without drinking the coffee. This is meaning you are an unwelcome guest in my tent. When the Bedouin do that, just if the guests come inside the tent, how the guests treat people. If we honor and respect the others, I will honor him and respect him. But if he don't, I give him full cup of coffee. This meaning my heart is full of him, just leave my tent. In our tradition in the past, our children will be married early in 14, 15. You know, a lot of groups come from Europe, from you know, USA, from all the countries. And when I tell that, all of them said, wow, and some of them said Jesus. 14, 15, this is the age in the past, but today the age go up to 20 and more. In the past, no schools. Today, all the children in our community go to school. From the 2nd grade, learn Hebrew. From the 3rd grade, learn English. In the past, all the women in our community cover the face. You can't see women without covering the head or covering the face. I will show you. When the women go outside the tent, she covers the face in this way. If the cover of the face, the color is black, this is for the single women.
Okay.
If it's white, this is the married women. Today my son take my car and he opened the windows, put a loud music, show the girl I'm here. Our children today have the Facebook, the Instagram, the Schmistagram, and the Instagram. But in the past, usually you can meet girls in the water sources. I go there, and you know the women, please. Again, usually I choose to go to the women that have the black color, and I ask about water. If the girl interesting to talk with me, she just accidentally, yes, in this way. Oops, accident. And she take it slowly, slowly up and put it. I see the girl I meet, now I go and I tell my mother. My mother, she take 2, 3 women from the tribe and she go to check the girl for me. You know, she check very well like the police and more. If my mother agree, she tell my father. My father send the respected people to the father of the bride. If the father of the bride agree, my father have to pay the dowry in the past. The dowry usually with camels. So the father of the bride take and buy jewelry and gold for his daughter. It's a saving money for his daughter in the future. The Bedouin wedding in the past take 2 weeks. Usually I build a big tent and I put white flags in the tent. The white flag, this is the invitation to everyone to come to my wedding. So usually a lot of guests come, thousands of guests, and every guest come with him a present. The present go with 4 legs. Everybody see what you bring. You bring me camel or sheep or goats when you married, I will give you a same present. In our tradition, in the past, and some of us today, every man can take up to 4 wives in his life. But you have to tell everyone that you have more than 1 wife. It's not like Clinton and Trump, that you have more than 1 wife and no one knows. You have to be a good financial to support more than 1 family. You have to treat equally in everything. You can't put all the women in 1 tent. If you put all the wives in 1 tent, take the police to help you. So you have to separate the women and to treat equally in everything. In our tradition, if you have more than 1 wife, you have more children. You have more warriors to defend you and defend your tribe. In the past, no police, no army. So if you have more children, this is power and honor in your tribe and outside. You know, I can explain more and more about the Bedouin way of life. But if anyone have any question here about the Bedouin hospitality or way of life, this is your time, please. Yeah. You know, my father have 2 wives. Today I have just 1 wife and 8 children. But no one knows what happens in the future. I will take that in the future. And I will know that. Yes, please. More questions? You want to ask them? Please. It's very difficult to do that, I know.
Do you live in a oil like this, or you have
I have house, but beside him I have tent. Yes. So usually in the day I make the coffee, the tea, and I sit there. In the evening I go inside the house and I sleep there. Today, you know, the majority of the Bedouin live in houses. Yes.
Does tradition of meeting guests?
The same way.
Is it actual?
Yes. Up to these days, when a guest comes to us, I don't ask him if he have, you know, MasterCard or if you have money. The Bedouin usually host people like the Abraham way, our father, without vouchers, without money. This is the Bedouin way. In our tradition, no hotels in the desert. So today you are the guest, tomorrow will be the host. You have to host people with honor and respect. And this is in our tradition up to these days. I hope that you enjoy in my hospitality.
yes?
Thank you. شكرا لكم. Welcome. أهلا وسهلا.
아니 로로 아발 보다